countdown.
The
So,
final. Happy Friday.
yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It is my birthday.
It
Thank
is.
you.
It is. Big plans today.
Yes, we are. I mean, not really, this summer is just like straight chaos for us, which
Yeah.
I think everybody knows. We tonight are going to this place that's like local to us. Usually my favorite, like we usually go because my favorite 90s cover band plays there.
All right.
But
Like it.
tonight we are doing it because they have dueling pianos, which is also one of the things I'm passionate about in life,
Yes.
singing at the top of my lungs. And they also have something, I think I can say this on YouTube Live, but they have chicken shit bingo for,
Yes.
yeah, so it's going to be in the same place. So we're going to see if we can do
Nice.
both. Thank you, Dana
Um,
Michelle.
Hey, Dana Michelle. So at some point, I will get my lighting fixed. I will also get my New York Knicks championship hat on my shelf. I forgot to bring it in here before we got started today,
Were you
but
in New York?
I was. We
I
left
was
the day
so
before the
cool.
parade. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because the parade literally started right where my hotel was, but like not where you could see it, just where you would not be able to leave the hotel.
Correct. Yeah. Of course.
So
Obvi.
that
Yeah.
was actually so because I was like, should we extend? We'd already extended, and I was like, should we extend for the parade? And it was like a hard no.
It was,
Um,
no, thank you. We didn't want to do that.
yeah. But it was very fun to be there for the championship. And of course, it was the happiest I've ever seen the entire city of New York.
Correct.
Everyone was friendly. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yes.
Like, what's happening? So, yes.
I
Okay.
saw,
So,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. First
I
of all, I
was just,
like your
I'll
new
finish,
thing,
I'll finish that off. What was that?
your thing, but go finish it off.
I'll just finish it off with like, I thought it was so funny. Mom Donnie was like tweeting about the parade and he was like, Thursday, parade, whatever. And somebody was like, Mayor out here tweeting like a party promoter.
Yes. Girls in free till 11 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I like your shelf, your cubism. What do we got going on?
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
When I changed my office location, I was like, I need to like upgrade
Mm-hmm.
my behind me vibe.
Yes.
And so this is a sculpture that Jamie did. His name is Scribble. He shows up in he's a recurring character. Somebody gave me this. This is a like bronze sculptus that we found in Key West. And then this is a Jamie. And then this is a local Austin artist. So I was like, oh, I can hang all my art.
I know. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm still working on mine. It's still in progress, but it's getting there. I
Yeah.
have to add the Knicks hat now. And I bought something from Outer Banks, so I have to add that as well.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Okay, I'm so excited, Dana Michelle. So Liz and I had a call yesterday, and we started talking about. Can we talk about this? We can. We can talk about it. Okay. So
we're in charge. We can
that's
talk
right.
about it.
That's right. I know. I was more like, can I talk about this to you?
Yes.
So if you were with us last live, we talked about spending a month in somewhere overseas for like a workation. And, we've sort of been mulling on the idea now for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always up for a flight.
Yep.
So after doing like more conversations, I think we're going to change the format of a little bit, which I think will be more conducive to people.
I do too.
Now, I will be somewhere for a month.
Yes.
That's totally fine. I realize that does not work for everybody.
Right.
For a variety of reasons. I already did this last summer. It was amazing. So the idea that Liz and I had was that we are going to basically find a place for a month and then do like weekly buckets.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, yes, a workation. So
Yes.
basically you could come for the whole month. I'm not exactly sure how that would work, but basically we're going to do it. Hey, Kelly, you're going to be there, Kelly. You don't have a choice. I'm making you go. So we're basically going to do it in week segments. So basically you pick, and the week will be set. So you can't be like, well, I want to come Wednesday to Wednesday. It's going to be like whatever the week is the week. And basically you come for the week. It will be a workation. So there will be like structured work hours. Like, I don't want to say quiet time because, if you want to go run on the beach, I don't care. But also mixed in with that, there will be mastermind activities, learning time, all sorts of things. Yep. So I have been thinking about this nonstop. Where are we going? So we can say, so probably Costa Rica. Because one, it's in this, is it the hemisphere? No, hemisphere is this way. It's in this section. Right? It's
Yeah, I think
hemisphere is
hemisphere
north
is
and
right.
south.
No, I
No,
think
because hemisphere is north and south. We clearly are not going to do
we
geography there.
yeah, that's not our
Um,
thing.
yes. So yes, so it'll be structured in week segments. The price will include, we're still literally we came up with this yesterday. Well, we've been noodling it, but like kind
Yeah.
of the details. So
We don't have
basically,
the pricing structure, or we have the
correct.
structure, but not the actual price. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, Dana and Michelle, you can come for the entire month. So basically, it will be structured so you pay for a week. The
Mhm.
week includes all your lodging. So we're going to rent a house. So it'll include the lodging and it will include some meals. So
Yes.
probably like breakfast and lunch,
Yes.
which basically means there will be food at the it's not going to be in August. It's next summer, Kelly. Next summer. You got time to plan.
2027.
Time to
We
put
have
money in
time
the
to
bank.
plan.
Yes. And I think it's going to be very affordable considering really you'll have to get yourself dinner and the flight for a week mastermind that I would say is on par with what I've charged for Seller Summit masterminds. So, and that includes your stay,
Yes.
as well as, food and whatnot.
And
And also like
yeah.
planned sessions.
Yes.
So anyway,
I want to include yoga. I'm not a yogi, so I don't know how we'll do this, but that's like
yes.
my vision for Costa Rica. Like visits always include some sort of yoga for some. I don't know why. Like I don't do
I
yoga at
like
home,
I
but
like the thought. And it's optional. Yoga is optional for those
what?
of you
No.
that can't touch your toes. Anyway, so that's the plan. So basically, and then so basically, you can opt in for a week. Dana Michelle's like I'm there the whole month. Obviously we can figure out those details. But I'm excited because this allows for more people to participate.
Yep.
And also flex for like, okay, it's not possible for me to be gone for a month. There's not, whatever. Yeah. And I'm very excited that there will be, because at first it was like, hey, let's rent a house. We'll all go hang out and we'll work. Yeah. But I'm very excited that we're actually going to do some structured, like, it's not training. Training is not the right word because everybody's going to learn from everybody else. But I like the fact that there's going to be some structured component to it. Of course, Dana Michelle likes yoga. Why does this not surprise me at all?
We'll find a local CrossFit gym too.
Yes. So the good thing about Costa Rica, Kristen needed to be on this. Yes, Kristen did need to be on this call today. But she can watch the replay on YouTube. It's all on YouTube. The good thing about it is Costa Rica is super affordable.
Yes.
So aside from getting there, like it's cheap to eat and do things. And so I think this will be something where it will really benefit your business on top of the fact that you get to hang out with cool people.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I'm super stoked about it. Liz and I have already been looking at houses because we're crazy.
And because these sorts of things, despite we do have people in our lives who can throw this stuff together, show up, do the things and everything else, but we're type A.
Yes.
So obviously we have to plan it. We have to and part of the fun is the planning. So
you don't have to come home. You can absolutely listen. I already have a whole thing in Claude where I have purchased 4 houses in various countries. So this is my dream. This is my dream. My dream is to do this 4 times a year. We'll talk big. Okay. This is the dream.
Let's
do this 4 times a year in 4 different locations. A month at a time, and people you can come the week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. And basically we find places that are like on the shoulder seasons, right? So you go to this place in this month because so then people can also work within their schedules because like for us, summer is actually like the best time of year to do things.
Yep.
For some people, that's not necessarily the case, especially if they have kids that need to get like to and from things and activities, things like that. Sometimes, maybe October is a better month. So the goal is that, we have my big vision for this is that we do this a couple times a year and in different locations.
Yeah.
That are really fun and interesting. But also one of the reasons why I love Costa Rica is that it definitely feels like you're getting away from things.
Yeah.
And you're able to like come and focus and really dive deep into your business, and you're not like totally distracted.
Right.
And this all came from the fact that I was last week at an Airbnb
Right.
and literally got so much done because I joked that I literally got up every morning, I made my English muffin, I washed my one plate and my knife, and then I got to work. And it was like I didn't have to do anything, like I didn't have any other responsibilities, and it was just like so easy to get stuff done.
Yep.
And I think even if you don't have kids or your kids are older, like our kids are old, like they
Yeah.
don't need us to do things for them anymore. Kelly, you're in the same boat. Your kids are grown.
Yep.
There's still like these distractions that come up, right?
Yep.
Like someone's at your door. This is happening. The guy wants to give you a quote on getting a tree removed, you know, this and that and the other. And that just sort of removes a lot of that part of your life. It's also like, I don't know if this happens to you, it happens to me. Like today, so my Aura ring stopped working. So basically I have to sit and do nothing until I get it back, because if it's not tracking, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Yeah.
So Brian was trying to get it fixed for me. I walked inside because it had been a good amount of time. And I was like, I don't think the ring is coming back to life. So I went back in the house to go just say like, because he had my phone too, because it wasn't pairing with the app. And I went back in the house and I saw like laundry, right? And I was like, oh, I should throw that in the washer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was like, oh, I should, you know, put this back in the pantry. Oh, I should do XYZ. And anyway, so I think removing a lot of those types of things from our lives is very key into big breakthroughs and making progress. So that's what we're excited about today.
I think that ability to focus is so valuable, especially with, as we've talked about multiple times in this group, like being around like-minded people. It doesn't matter if you're working on the same things. It just is an inspiration and it keeps you moving. So like for this weekend, I bought a VIP ticket to Cody Sanchez's Main Street Millionaire Live. And I've done a couple sessions and everything else. And do I think I'm going to buy a boring Main Street business? I mean, maybe, right? Like I love everything. I want to do all the things.
Exactly.
But I love being around people who are moving and doing things and like have ideas. And so like yesterday I had it kind of like running later in the day. And I was like, oh, and then I was like down the path on something totally unrelated to what they were talking about, but for type A. And I think like one of the things we've noticed in our type A, like small group is like none of us are working towards the same goal. Whereas you and I have been in masterminds before where we're all working towards launching an e-commerce or something like that. And this has been really fascinating because it's like, oh, we're just around people who are high achieving and moving. And that is like, you know, super motivational, helps us keep moving in our businesses too.
Yeah.
And jobs for that matter.
Well, and I think that's the other benefit of the week, right? So if you do have a 9 to 5, it gives you the ability to take off a week of work, and, you know, and we'll probably actually structure the week so that the weekend falls in the middle so that people don't have to take a full, work week off. And, you know, it gives people time to work on their side projects or the thing that they're building towards and things like that too.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm excited. Also, probably details coming by September.
Right. So
dates and that kind of stuff should be available. So yeah, that was our excitement of the week. So, that and Dana Michelle, you were late. I broke a nail. Do you see my poor little? Boo. It hurts too. It broke too low. You know, it's one of those. Ugh.
Yep.
So
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got for today. I'm done. I'm out. Oh, I had a script idea. I had a script idea yesterday.
Okay.
And so I love having everything set up in Claude or Chat so that when you get an idea, you can just go to that project and dump it in.
Yeah.
It's really one of the best things that's happened to me in my entire life, honestly.
Do we have any, this is my next kind of like side project is like the ad piece. And you and I have talked about this, but Kelly, Dana Michelle, I know we got a couple others in here. Is anybody, and like a Facebook Meta ads person. I know this isn't for this, but nail breaking.
I know. Do we have I mean, I know a little, not much. So
I keep listening to these podcasts. The one that
Mhm.
Dana Michelle turned me on to, the Corner podcast, and like this guy keeps having people on who are like, we worked with Claude and we're just running the exact ads that Claude told us to run and it's working great. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, maybe I'm just going to like put stuff into Claude and be like, let's run it.
So here's what I do know based on yeah, Kelly's forced to be.
I'm forced to be. All right. I'm
I
going to
think
talk
we're spending a couple $100,000 a month in ads. So I'm seeing, I'm not in charge of it, but I see everything.
Yeah.
I think if it's not a video ad, I wouldn't do it at this point.
Right. Yeah. Although I am doing some ad stuff. I'm not running it though, but it's being run on my socials and it's pictures, it's images, and they're doing really well. Like,
yeah.
But for our purposes, I agree that I think video ads, and I actually got targeted with one the other day that I was like, oh, this is like, she was like, are you, it was like reading off my, like, it was just like, she was talking to me and I was like, dang it, that's good. So I was like, I got to like figure out how to replicate that for type A, but.
Yeah. Okay. Kelly says, I have a new best friend, Babar from Meta. I immediately thought of the elephant.
I did too. I was like, what?
I was like, did you? So Kelly, this is immediately where my brain went. You're using Claude and you've named Claude Babar because you love the books from your kid's childhood. That's right where I went. Okay, images are starting to trend better.
Okay, interesting. For the best. That makes sense to me for your product, Kelly.
We are seeing zero traction for images, zero. But you know, it's Meta and they can do what they want, and by tomorrow they'll probably have revamped the entire thing again.
Correct, all over again. Yeah. That's so interesting. Okay. I'm actually, Kelly, it's good to know that your person at Meta has told you the trends are or the images are starting to trend again, because that aligns. But again, the ones that I'm running ads on in this other project is like product focused content. So it's like every day can be a luxury day, and it's got like an image of a table with like wine and something else. And so those are converting, like people are clicking through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still only pay on videos.
Yeah. Also, I love Florida in the summer. I washed my hair yesterday. It looked so nice. And then I went for a walk this morning, and here's where we're at. Yeah. Kelly, you can relate. It's all the same in Austin, I'm sure.
Also, I did keratin not terribly long ago, and this is how my hair is drying. Like,
it's still better than what it would be.
It normally. It is better than it was. And
I mean, I say that in the nicest way.
No, you're like, it's so much better because ew. No. But I like, it is kind of muggy here, but also if I do keratin, like I expect like,
yes, I know the feeling.
Drying situation. So
yes. Yeah, well, I finally got my standing desk treadmill back from one of my kids who had borrowed it for like 5 years, it feels like.
Yes. Borrowed it.
And so I don't know if all standing desk treadmills are the same, but mine has a remote, right? Because when it's under the desk, you can't flip up the handle, which typically has all your settings on it. Well, the remote is nowhere to be found, of course. Now, she claims that she never had the remote, which is possible because she used it as a regular treadmill.
Right.
But the thought of finding that remote at this point is like 0 out of 10. So I told Brian to move it out of my office today. And then I was like, you know what? I bet they sell the remote. So of course they do on Amazon. So I ordered the remote. And so then he comes back into my office after dragging it out of my office, and it's on the screen as arriving tomorrow. He's like, so I dragged it out of your office for what? And I was like, details.
For my mental health.
For my mental health, I didn't like it. It was taking up a lot of space and I wasn't using it. But I had planned on using it this morning. So I was dressed to be on the treadmill. So I was like, why don't we go for a walk? But going for a walk in Florida at 8:45 is pretty much just like taking a second shower.
Correct.
But no, not as, yeah. Necessitates the third shower of the day.
Correct.
But I was like, you know what? It's summer and my hair will be up in a clip for the rest of the till September 20th or something. So yeah,
That's amazing.
I've given up. This is my given up hair, which is fine. Honestly, I'd rather be in better shape than have pretty hair at this point.
Yeah, and summer in Florida, I mean, the thing is that everybody is in the same boat, so it's
Yeah,
not like you're the one person whose hair isn't cooperating for the day, it's
yeah,
like everybody's hair is the same.
yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm like, oh, I'm only going to be wearing workout clothes for the next 3 months, and yeah, that was my realization in New York when we were doing 20,000 steps a day. I was
Mhm.
actually felt pretty good. But there
That's
were
awesome.
definitely parts of me that hurt. And I was like, I just need to be better at. And Jamariel, I don't know if you guys follow Jamariel. She was doing a lot of running. She's taken a break. She's walking now because of an injury, but she's hitting like 20,000 steps a day, which she
Dang.
lives in Virginia, right? Like she's not in a city where she's like walking to stuff and doing all these things. But I'm like, you know what? She's got a bazillion kids and they are little. And
Mhm.
I'm like, if Jamariel can hit 20,000 steps a day, I can hit 10.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I have no excuse.
No, same.
No.
Yeah, Kelly says, "I didn't bother washing my hair this morning because I have to walk a block to my
Yes.
car."
Yeah. And here's the other thing. Let's just hate on Florida for a minute. Because there's so many ways to do that. But yet you walk to your car, it's 1,000 degrees out. Your car is 1,000 degrees, but yet you walk into a store and the store is 22 degrees.
12 degrees, it's
Yeah.
so cold, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, I want the store to be cold for sure, but like, let's find out, like, let's not go to like Italy level warm, but let's find the happy medium between the 22 degrees in Florida and the 92 degrees, whatever that is in Celsius, 35 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Which I understand, like, I get it. Like, I understand why you're not cooling your rooms up. That's probably why everyone gets sick in the summer, right?
Yep,
But
because it's too much of a, like, shift.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to work. What are you working on?
What am I working on? Well, my friend started a new thing for, like, product-focused content creators called MVP Affiliate, and it takes all of your Amazon influencer no, it takes all of your YouTube videos that are product focused and creates blog posts for them and, like, creates the blog thing. It's got the blog theme and it integrates with Genius Link. So it does all of your stuff, and so I've been playing around with that, which has been really fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, and then, just starting to think about, like, now that we have a really solid base on YouTube and in the community, like, how we get that top of funnel flowing probably through Meta ads, but Claude and I have a conversation going about it where we're discussing if it's gonna be Meta ads or if there's a better
Yeah.
place. He did tell me YouTube ads are they're probably not the right place, so
I don't think they are right now.
Yeah.
We have not had great luck with them, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean people don't. They do for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't think I sure haven't cracked the code on that one.
The one thing and, so I don't know. We have, when I look at our analytics, we are 70% male viewership.
Maybe if I show up like this every week, we'll get less. They'll be like, oh, it's the old hag. She's
So the one thing that I might like take as a goal in our YouTube ads is to shift our viewership numbers a
Mhm,
little bit.
mhm.
Like, not even like more views or more subscribers. Like, I just would like to shift our demographics so that we're actually
Yeah.
in front of the people because the hard thing about like those sorts of analytics is if YouTube is just reading the numbers, if they're like, oh, 70% men and they're getting engagement, even if the engagement is women are dumb, just like deleting comments. But that just reads to YouTube like we are for men. And so I may take that on as a goal to like flip it
Yeah.
so we're 70% women on a back end of our
Mhm.
analytics.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Babar from Meta keeps asking me how much I'm spending on Google ads. So maybe that's where people are going to from Meta. Oh, that's interesting.
So here's what I'm seeing with Google, Kelly, is that we don't spend nearly what we spend on Google that we do on Meta. It's
Hmm.
probably 1/8. I'm trying to do the math in my head, but it's a weird number. Um, But what I do see with Google Ads is that the acquisition costs are significantly less. I just don't think it scales the same way. Now, I will
Mhm.
also say I don't think meta scales great, right? Like just because something's working, if you throw more money at it, Facebook's like, thank you for your money. Goodbye. Um, so I'm seeing like cheaper acquisition on Google, and a little bit higher conversion, but I don't see the scaling factor there yet.
Mm.
Um, but I also all I'm looking at is the data, right? I'm in Triple Whale looking at that. So that's where I'm seeing those things. I know our new customer acquisition is better. Our warm leads are better. But I don't see it scaling past, 5 figures a month in spend.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting. I do think so. There are some like ad strategies for Google Ads in like the Amazon seller space
mhm.
where you can work with a company like, oh, I'm going to blank on their name. It doesn't matter. Or you can work with a company where they're connected to your back end for your brand referral or your brand attribution link. And then
Mhm.
you're getting like brand referral bonus. So I do know some people that do Google Ads for that piece because their cost is like lower. There's a bunch of like positive things about it. But for kind of like top of funnel and also for like the ads that you're driving traffic for and everything else, like those audiences are more likely, I think, to be on Facebook and Instagram than like a Google ad or even in YouTube, like,
Yeah.
just from a demographics perspective. Yeah.
Actually,
Dina Michelle says, watch you get
yeah.
more men. If I'm paying for more women, I want it to be more women.
Yes. So
Maybe.
one interesting thing about Google Ads that I just was dealing with today and last night is that one of my clients wholesales.
Mm.
And so they sell to other bookstores. And I realized last night that one of the very, very large bookstores that they wholesale to is branded keyword bidding. Um, and so basically bidding on the name of the company plus the product.
Oh, yeah.
I think. I'm not, once again, I don't have depth in Google knowledge of this, but from what I can see in the search terms and things like that, it really looks like it. So we had a whole conversation around, because I'm like, listen, it's very common. Like if you are wholesaling from Nike, you can't bid on certain things, right? If
Right.
you are wholesaling from other brands, same thing with like a floor, right? So you can't discount over a certain amount. The discount part isn't as big of a deal because our wholesale pricing I actually don't think is that great. So there's only so much they can discount before doesn't make sense to them.
Yeah.
Aside from the volume play. But I think we're going to have to add something in our wholesale terms of no keyword. Yeah,
Yeah.
no keyword bidding. I am too. I am not my biggest experience from this comes from Paul and Tiff,
Mhm.
and because they buy wholesale, so there's rules around what they can
Yeah.
do for the brands that they sell.
Yep.
And so I'm way more familiar with it from the purchaser. Like I am the reseller, right?
Yes.
Same thing with, and so there's also a difference between like buying wholesale and doing arbitrage, right?
Right.
So if you are going to, I remember this one lady, actually, she came to the very first seller summit. I think her name was Julie. I don't know. It's like one of those people that just always, I will remember her. She was absolutely gorgeous. She was a little bit older and she had a million kids. That's what I remember about her. But her whole business was makeup arbitrage.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
so she had agreements with all of the big department stores
Mm.
to basically get, I don't know if it was the leftover, it was unused, obviously
Right.
brand new. And then she sold all of that on Amazon. Well, so
Wow.
she's a reseller, but not a brand reseller, right?
Right.
Because she's whatever, I'm trying to think of a department store still in business, Macy's.
Macy's.
I was like, what's one still in business? I was going to say Bird Eyes. Talk about dating
Oh,
myself. Um,
Bloomingdale's.
yeah, Bloomingdale, that's the Nordstrom.
What was the one? Mervyn's.
Yeah. But basically, so if you're doing arbitrage, most of those agreements do not
Yeah.
apply to you at all unless you have a deal directly with the brand.
Yeah.
So the wholesale stuff is really, about if you are dealing directly with the brand as the reseller or if you are the brand dealing with resellers. Just like if someone sells, like Kelly, if someone buys your stuff and I don't know if you remember this actually. Do you remember that there were people that would Burdines? I know. I used to love Burdines though.
That was
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
one.
lie. That was a good store. So I don't know. I don't think they still do this anymore because I think the fees don't make sense. But basically, they would clone your Amazon listing to eBay. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah.
And sell your like they would never touch your product.
Yeah.
And they would just, I don't know how all the back end of that worked. So that's a whole nother thing. I don't think you can do that
It was like
anymore
it was a play on like the drop shipping model, but through like
without
other people's
permission.
listings.
And
Yeah.
you were basically, because I think it happened to my jewelry business.
Yeah.
Where people, and it wasn't people who had bought from us. They were literally just scraping the entire Amazon listing
Moving it over.
and going from
You
there.
know, that
So,
type of ad terms also applies for affiliates. So for
yes.
example, at Jungle Scout, we would sometimes catch affiliates bidding on branded keywords for Jungle Scout, and they weren't allowed to do that. Obviously, it drives our cost up, and we're
Mhm.
paying them a commission, so it was like a bad deal all around. But those are very similar terms.
Okay, they're still doing it. Okay, interesting.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so one of the issues with the keyword bidding, right, on the branded search is that like, so let's just say we'll use Jungle Scout. That's a great example. So Jungle Scout is also buying ads.
right.
So now they're competing against themselves essentially plus commission. Um and so my biggest concerns, they're advertising free returns. Ouch. Yeah, they're definitely using agents to do it, Dana
Yeah.
Michelle, for sure. It's just gotten easier.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I know like if you have certain things in place, like trademark type stuff, you can get them shut down.
Yeah.
But you know, what's funny to me is I in my mind had this thought that like arbitrage was kind of dead, which it's
Yeah.
not what it used to be
Sure.
for sure. But I mean, Charles Chicalo, his whole businesses are, his whole side of his business is arbitrage.
Yeah.
But I realized my son is doing arbitrage. I didn't even know this. I mean, I did, but I didn't even put it together. Is he sells Pokemon cards on eBay?
Sure.
And so he goes, and I think that the key, and I actually think this is a really great side hustle. If you know the market, and he knows the
Mhm.
market for Pokemon, obviously. I know
Mhm.
absolutely nothing about Pokemon.
Yeah, I would be terrible at that side hustle.
Yeah. But he goes into like card shops locally, right?
Mhm.
And goes through the 10-cent card bin,
Yep.
finds the one, finds the ones that he knows he can make money and makes a couple $100 a week.
Yep.
Nice little side hustle. As I was walking today on my humid walk, I saw this really nice like kid. This is what made me think of this. It was like one of those high chair, but like it was also a stepping stool, like the
Oh,
like
yeah.
modern looking thing. They're not cheap, right? Well, someone had
Mm.
one out at the garbage, and it
Yeah.
like looked in really good shape, and I was like, I bet we could resell that on Facebook Marketplace.
I've
And then
had
I was like,
such good luck on Facebook Marketplace
wait a
right now.
second, you don't have time to have a business reselling stuff from the garbage on Facebook Marketplace? But anyway, that's another really good side hustle.
It is.
Is the not necessarily furniture flipping as far as like redoing it, but just like taking the free furniture that you can get, cleaning it up, doing good pictures.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway,
Yep.
fun little, if you like that kind of stuff. I love like finding little treasures and stuff
I
like that.
know. I've had really good luck recently. I've had like a couple things that nobody uses the squat rack in the garage now that COVID's over and everybody's
Yeah.
gone back. You know what I mean? Like a couple things where I was like, if I can just get these out of the house. And I didn't list them I wasn't trying to like make a profit, right? Like it's a sunk
Yeah.
cost that we've had it forever. So I was just like trying to get it moved. But I've had terrible experiences in the past. This has actually been really good. I've sold like 3 to 4 things recently that were pretty big ticket items for like, what I felt like was fair for them. So,
Yeah, I was there when you sold the rower.
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, the rower. That was even before I
Yeah.
recently sold a bed frame, a squat rack, a punching bag, a lot of fitness stuff.
You're
COVID's
like,
over. We're all
I'm not, I'm done.
I was like, this is just taking up space, right? And then I gave away a mattress because I was like, I think mattresses to purchase or resell are gross, but
Yeah.
like it was a good mattress. I just didn't feel good about taking money for it. And this girl who was probably 22 came and got it. She was like, I bought a trundle bed. I don't want to buy a mattress for it, but I was like,
Right.
perfect. This is the perfect one for you because it was like a
Yeah.
twin from when
Yeah.
my kids were like in element. Yeah. So
Yeah. Occasionally, my house is hit or miss. Like some stuff that comes out of my house is not fit to resell.
yeah.
It needs to go to the dump immediately.
Yeah.
But then, there's also stuff that is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Brian literally hates Facebook Marketplace. He would rather, I don't know, have a toenail ripped out or something than do anything. But I make him list everything. Only because he has no social media presence. So if you want to find out anything about him, I mean, you can find out anything about anybody. It's
Yeah.
really difficult. I have I'm all over the internet. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want my address on the internet, like in Facebook.
Right. No, you
Type
don't
of
want it
things.
to be anywhere where somebody could be like, oh, that lady? Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Not that you can't find it, you can, but
No.
I'd like to make it a little more difficult for
Yeah.
people.
Kelly, I have so many like old computers that like, as they die or like whatever, I'm like, gosh, I should like, what should I do with these? But I'm like, I need to like at least log into a couple of them to like wipe them,
Yes.
so that I'm like, well, I
Yeah.
can't take it to the dump. I don't know what I think is going to happen to the dump. But anyways, I'm with you. I have like all this random.
There's the computer people there. They wait for the computers to come and they steal all your information. They probably do, actually.
I feel like that's actually a pretty like Gen X, like one of those things we were told early that it's like
Yes.
millennials with the boxes, like to all the millennials, go through all the boxes for the products you have in your garage, like
Yes.
throw them away.
Oh, yeah.
I
Brian's
feel
a
like,
box saver.
yeah,
Ugh.
Adam also box
Yeah.
saver. But I
Subtract.
feel like that's one of those things where early on they were like, don't throw your old computers away because people will do something to them in the
Yes.
dump. They'll steal them.
Yeah.
And then I imagine like Mount Trashmore, which was near where I grew up in South Florida. It was like that's where they dumped everything. I was like,
Mhm.
who's like sorting through this stuff to be
Yeah.
like,
No.
there's a computer.
No.
I could probably steal somebody's identity or something off of it. Like,
It's so much easier now to just take it off the cloud.
seriously.
You don't need to go
like-
to the dump.
Also, can we talk about identity theft for just a minute? I don't want to put this into the universe, but like my student ID when I went to the University of Miami had
Was
my
your
social security number
Yep.
was my student ID. It was my student number. Like,
Yeah. You're giving it to the lunch lady and
wore it around my neck. It was like a necklace with my like ID and my cards and everything else. It's like, I mean, like if you have a picture of me from the 90s, my ID is probably sitting there with my social on it. Like,
Yeah.
thank God there
Yeah.
wasn't social media.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So you have to just put all your pictures on the cloud, Kelly.
Yeah.
That's kind of because I have them on CD-ROM, which is like, I don't even know how to, I don't think I have a computer that takes a CD-ROM.
There's a big market for VCRs.
Yes.
CD
Okay.
players.
Hold on. I think it's.
I listened to this whole podcast the other day about
Yeah.
these.
Can you see? Let me see. My microphone's in the way. Hold on. Let me move it. Do you see what's in there?
All your VHS.
Tapes. The
Yep.
problem is most of them are my kids.
Right.
So like they're they're not shows or anything. Although I think I have the entire series of Alias on.
I do love Alias.
I do love Alias too. Michael Barton. Oh, he was a hottie.
Oh, man.
He didn't age well. Just if you've seen the pictures.
Oh, I
of him
haven't
recently.
seen, but I just love like Jennifer Garner was talking one time. She was like, they were like, and you did all your own stunts, and she's talking about her, whatever. And the clip they pulled of her is like her doing this like kick where she does this, and they pause it where she's like right here. She's like, "Yep, I used to do that." I was like, oh, yeah, that's sad. But this whole podcast the other day was about these guys, and they're probably 22, and they resell VCRs. Like they've got like a wholesaler in Europe that they found that they can get like these parts. And then they're like, yeah, if you buy one off of Facebook Marketplace for like $20, some of them go for like 300 on eBay. It's like, holy crap. But then I went and looked at Facebook Marketplace near me, and I was like, yeah, people have caught on because they were like $300.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a VCR. I don't know if I still do. It might be in a box. It's very possible I still have a VCR. Yes, the Veggie Tales for the baby. Oh yeah. I have I've gotten rid of most of my VHS, but I do have the original Little Mermaid cover VHS, the one that's R-rated. This have you heard about this
I'm not
cover?
familiar with this. I might need a picture later.
So yes, so the original Little Mermaid case on VHS, the castle in the background has a inappropriate image drawn in, and Disney did not catch it for however many, and then they caught it and it was redone. So I have one of the original so I will, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, the
scandalous.
VCR TV. Yes, we had one of those. Actually, I talked about it in my keynote. We used to stick it in the car. Kids would
That's
watch
right. When
videos.
you would go and do like garage sale stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, with the
So
kids. That's so
yeah.
funny.
So anyway, so yes, my other big work accomplishment was that I tried to install Claude Code on my laptop,
Okay.
and it's just not working.
Wait, Claude Code isn't?
Like I can't get my laptop, like I have it on there. It's like in the terminal, you know, and
Okay.
I say these things as if I know what the terminal really is.
I know.
But
We
to
all
me,
talk about the
it's
terminal now, but we
yeah.
don't actually.
To me, that's on the same level as the Matrix.
Right.
Don't really understand it, but I do know it's out there. So anyway, it's just like not. So when I put it on my desktop, it was like ping bang boom. There immediately, I'm pulling reports from Klaviyo and Shopify, and it's all amazing. My laptop is just like every time I type something, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So what I have, do I have the VS Code app? I
If
think I
not,
do, but maybe that's the step I missed, Kelly. Could be.
it's the one that looks like a blue like ribbon. You know what I mean? Like
Yes. Yeah.
it's got that. It's like a white icon. I'm looking at it. White icon with like the blue ribbon on it. VS
I'll have
Code.
to look. My laptop's inside my house, but I've realized that sometimes when you get, and this happens, I think, to all of us, I feel like it happens to me more than most people, is that when you're trying to do something new and you get very frustrated, the worst thing you should do is just to keep doing it.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Walk
the
away.
best thing you should do is walk away.
Yeah.
I will check, Kelly, because I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. But I knew it was me. Like I know it's user error, but I was just like, I don't know where I was. I mean, it was when I was out of town, but I was just like, I just want this on my laptop so badly. And then it was just, yeah. Anyway, I was very irritated, and I realized that the more you spend time, like just yeah. So I just used the terminal, Dana Michelle, on my desktop, and Steve's like, you should do this, and I was like, yeah, I figured this out. I'm not like I'll change eventually, but it's sure not going to be this week.
Go to New York City for the parade.
I just got back from New York City. I was just there.
I will say, like, I sometimes, so I have the Claude extension. I've got Claude desktop. I've got in my desktop app co-work and code, right? And chat or whatever. And the other day I was like, it's kind of like what you're saying, right? Like I was trying to build a script with Claude because what I found out was in order for this MVP affiliate to take all of my YouTube videos and make them into blog posts, they need to be private, not draft, right?
Yes.
So I needed to go through, let's call it 300 videos and change them from private to draft. And I was like, well, that's going to take forever, right? So I was trying to build a script, and in Claude desktop, I'm just like spinning my wheels, and it's like, build this API. And I'm finally like, I don't think this is going to work. So I actually took the Claude extension and taught it. So like I did, it basically like records your screen. So I was like, click into the video, change it to private, save it, go to the next video.
Yeah.
And it took, I mean, it's manually doing it, right? But then I can like walk away. And it took Claude probably like maybe an hour, 1 to 2 hours. But then I came back and all of my videos had been moved from draft to private. So I do think sometimes that when you're like working with the AI, and I'm sure the LLMs will get better at this, but like I'm so focused on trying to solve a problem this way. I wish the AI would have been like, hey, just go teach the extension to do this. Like this is something you only have to do once. This isn't going to be a recurring thing where you need 300 videos switched from one thing to another. So sometimes I think the AI can't see through it. And if you don't know, there's another way to solution it. So then you end up like spinning your wheels. And so once I did that, I was like, oh, well, that was perfect. Like worked.
Yeah. I've also come to the realization, and I feel like I got this. This is one of my big takeaways from Seller Summit. was like none of us really have jobs where the life and death of somebody depends on us finishing something in a certain time frame.
Right.
Should you be on time? Absolutely. We're all type A. And honestly, I think that drives a lot of this,
For sure.
right? Is that I feel this fake urgency
Mm-hmm.
to get things done. And I'm like, does it really matter? So,
Mm-hmm.
for example, I have some stuff right now that it's not overdue, but it's like, it should be done,
Yeah.
right? But I also just hired a copywriter,
Right.
right? So, making sure she doesn't quit is my number one priority right
On
now.
it.
Giving her good training materials. We didn't have anything to train a copywriter, which was surprising to me, but that doesn't really matter. So I spent most of my week making training manuals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And making videos and showing her. Now she's a very experienced copywriter. She really only needed training in how we do things, not how to copyright. Thank goodness, because she wouldn't have hired her.
Yeah.
But I realized that, like, sort of tangent. I'm at the airport the other night. I checked my bags against my religion, but it's a long story. At baggage claim, someone has a seizure.
Oh, no.
And like based on Brian was kind of over there seeing if they needed help. It sounds like this is not like uncommon for this person. Like they might be epileptic. I don't know anything about their history, but it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
And you know, they had to call 911 and the paramedics came and as I was sort of watching this all unfold and realizing that I can't do anything, right, to help
Mm-hmm.
this person because I am not a trained medical professional.
Yeah.
You want me to step away and dial the phone. That's
Correct.
what I can do to be helpful for
Yep.
you and make sure my car does not block in the ambulance in the airport pickup line. Good grief, people. But that's a whole other thing. Yeah. I was like, just run them over.
Yeah.
Anyway, I realized it kind of hit me like I've sort of been muddling on this is that like nothing that I do is like the EMTs coming for this guy, right?
Yeah.
Like could impact the rest of this person's life.
Right.
Like if I don't get to it till tomorrow, that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Unless there's something, you know, and obviously I want to meet my commitments and be a reliable person, but I don't think any of us have a problem not being reliable.
No.
Right? Like, but we take that reliability to an insane level.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, oh, well, if I said this was going to be done, then I'll be up at 2 a.m, making sure this is done. I will spend because you know what? No one else is doing it. No one else is giving that much effort.
Exactly.
And I would say, and I hate, I mean, I'm going to just say it, like, unless this is your own personal business, like, do a great job.
Yep.
Do a great job. Do your best work. But you can't kill yourself for somebody else. So, yeah, Dana Michelle, it's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is a fascinating shift though, right? Because like for so much, I think we've been talking about this a lot too, is just kind of like, it's not life or death for most of us. And every one of us is going to show up and do a good job because that's who we are. And also like not tying it to our identity, not tying it to like our self-worth, not tying like all those things and being able to step away and be like, this is my job and I'm doing a good job. And now it's not my work hours. And so I will come back to that project and finish it up tomorrow. Especially there's nobody like waiting on, it's not like one of those time constraints where until you finish, nobody else can move forward, right? Like all those things are different, but it is a fascinating kind of like mental exercise to be like, yep.
Well, I think we operate type A in general we send, and I don't think like, I don't say this in a negative way, but we have this like absolutely ridiculous sense of self-importance.
Yeah.
That like, if this doesn't get done immediately, everything in the world will collapse. 50 people will lose their jobs. People will go hungry. The internet will cease to exist. Like that's the pressure level we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not communicated by anybody else.
Just us.
Yeah. So I think that's something that if you aren't already sort of working on that is a really good thing to start working on. And I can say that to this group because I feel like this is not a group of slackers.
No.
This is a group of people who are giving 120% all the time anyway. And so it's okay to like walk. And I think that's sort of where I get the whole, like, I have to fix this clot on my computer immediately. If I don't fix it right now, like the world's going to end.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's still not going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know? So that's one thing that I'm really focusing on is, doing a great job being focused when I'm doing things. And then, when I step away, like I'm just stepping away.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Kelly went to New Jersey last week. And the company kept going without you. It is. So I will say, as someone who doesn't take a lot of vacations, when I was gone at the beach a couple weeks ago, and I think I checked once or twice just, to make sure the stuff hadn't burned down.
Right.
It's surprisingly, it's all still there.
Yeah.
It was really hard to get back in.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to be off. Because if you're never off, you never have to jump back in.
Right.
So,
Right. Which
um,
is a skill set in and of itself to be able to,
mhm.
like, turn it back on and be like, "All right, now I gotta, like, reengage."
Yes.
I think it's interesting because this is what the email that went out yesterday was about too, is, like, there are other people who are capable,
Yes.
and, like, sometimes we have to remember that just because we've done it for so long doesn't mean we're the only one who can do it, and being able to delegate and trust other people
Mhm.
is very difficult a lot of times for us, but it does help. We actually it's fun. We got like couple responses from that email
Yes.
yesterday of people being like, yeah, 100% me, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's resonating. So
Yeah. To-do list debt. I love it. I love Dana Michelle, I'm making a video with that title. I'm gonna borrow it from you. Yes, you should take and that's the other thing is I here's the other problem. Most of us love to work. We love what we do. We have
Mhm.
fun with it. So it doesn't usually even feel like we're working,
Yep.
because it's like, well, it's just fun. I want to do these things. But I'm working really hard in the next like I've been working on this over the next last couple of months, is taking like one full day off a week where I don't open anything.
Yep.
Because I actually don't mind I don't mind working on the weekends, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
for example, today in 8 minutes, the US soccer team, go cheer them on. I'm going to watch the soccer game, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like Friday at 3 o'clock. I'm watching the soccer game. Will I have Slack open? Absolutely. Will I make, get stuff done? For sure.
For
But
sure.
like, I want to do that. So tomorrow, will I log on and get a couple things done? Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Like, I don't like that's one of the reasons why it's like I like having working for myself. I like having the ability to flex and push things around.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think that having one day where you don't do anything is actually really good for your mental health. Kelly
Yep.
is afraid to write a to-do list.
I know.
Okay, I need to write both these things down because these are both 2 videos. Why are
Yeah.
you afraid, Kelly? We have to go because America plays in 8 minutes, 7 minutes, and they start those games on time, which is what
Yeah,
I
they do,
love.
which is amazing.
Um,
Yeah, exactly. Dana
okay.
Michelle, I was thinking about this. I don't think you're on the email list. I
Yes.
checked in our kit and I don't see you, but if you fill out the quiz there, we'll add you to the list, which is a good way to get the office hour updates too.
Yes.
Um, we might need we might get so good at this that I don't think that's possible in our crew. Yes, this is true.
Yeah, I wanna make that video where it's like, "My name's Tony, and I planned the vacation." It's like, "Hi, I'm Brian. My
Yeah.
name's Tony, and I booked the vacation." I don't
Well, we talked about doing that too for type A, where it's like, "Hi, I'm Tony. I booked the vacation." I'm like, "Hi, I'm Liz. I booked the hotel." It's like going
Yeah.
back and forth where we actually, like, can't let the other person do everything.
Yeah. Okay, Kelly, this is we're gonna go after this, but I wanna tell you something that's actually helped me because my problem is I have too many to-do lists. I like notebooks. I took 4 of them with me on vacation, and that was so dumb because I was carrying this heavy backpack all around town. Because I have, like, different notebooks for, like, different things. That's stupid. I mean, that's not dumb if you do it that way and that works for you, but, for me, it's like whatever notebook is closest is the one I write in. That's bad. That's bad organization. Um, use Claude or Chat to help you with this.
Hmm.
Put your to-do list, just write, like, literally, and you can talk into it too. You don't even have to write this. Talk
Yes.
into it, everything that you have to do, and then I would just personally assign it like a 1, 2, or 3, 1 being like, literally, my business does not work if I don't do this. 2 is like, it's important, blah, blah, blah. And then 3, and have it create you a project plan. I know it connects to ClickUp. It probably connects to Asana or Trello or Monday or whatever. have it I feel like this is where AI really shines,
Mhm.
is like kind of creating like priority lists and things like that. I just feel like it does a really good job of this, especially when there's a lot of information.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
brain dump it into AI and see what it comes up with. You're going to have to tweak it. Um, but I think that's a good starting point because right now, Kelly, you're in the overwhelm phase,
Yeah.
right? You can't
Something to
even
try
get,
getting out of your head.
yeah. And when you have it all sitting in your head, it's definitely not, I mean, you're going to get it done, but you're not probably going to get the things done that are most important to actually making you money.
Yes.
Um, so
And the other thing I find is sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, I just," like this morning, I was just laying in bed, like totally overwhelmed. And I was like, I should just get up and write this down. And a lot of times I'll go and brain dump everything onto like a list. And then it's like, oh, it was like 5 things. But because I couldn't get it out of my head and I just kept mulling it over and over, it feels so heavy. So,
yeah.
like that writing it down, like
Yeah.
it just
So
pulls it out.
Kelly, Claude gave you a to-do list. Go back to Claude and be like, this is too much. Like, I need stuff. Give me something for today. Give me something, 3 things for this week. Give me 4 things for this month. I'm not saying those are the exact numbers, but like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
living in urgent only mode, which is how you get to burnout mode, which I know you're already kind of in. So,
Yeah.
um, oh, this is a whole YouTube series. I think we
Yeah.
should do this.
I have to say one thing about this. I dump all my ideas into Claude. So me too. Dana Michelle, the other day I had to tell Claude to stop judging me because he was like, does this really fall into the focus of the following 3 things? I was like, you need to back off. Like, I was like, I'm not trying to focus. I'm trying to like get all my ideas out because otherwise they like distract me from other things I'm supposed to be doing. But Claude was so like mean to me the other day. I was like, I hear you. I'm not gonna like quit my job and go start this. This is my hobby. I need to be able to like talk about it, ideate it on it, and then like let go of it. Like, so Claude was like all over my junk the other day about like ideating on business ideas. I was like, turn off whatever memory you have of me being like, help me focus in this
Right.
conversation.
I don't
'Cause
want to focus right now.
I was like, I don't
So
need that in every conversation.
when I was doing the Costa Rica research in Claude yesterday, and because I was trying to figure out how we could make this work for everybody, not everybody, because this isn't for
No,
everybody,
for our
but
people.
work for the people in our group. And when as Claude was giving me a couple ideas, I was like, wait, this is, and I kind of like, it kind of like hit me, and I started brain dumping into Claude of like, I want to do this, I want to do that, blah, blah, blah. And this is where I think Claude, this is where AI gets like hilarious and also where people get in trouble.
Right.
Claude's like, Toni, this is amazing. This plays on all of your strengths and blah, 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 blah. I was like, calm down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to hang out with
Keep
my
it in your
friends.
code, Claude,
Yeah.
please. Let's calm down.
Yeah. But I love it when it's like, this is perfect for you. And I was like, well, I mean, it's just a trip to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I
like, you
haven't
could
cured
retire on this.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Claude, hold on. It's like,
I was like, I haven't cured a disease.
oh, Claude tells me to go to bed
Oh,
occasionally.
nice. I need to
Yeah,
do
he will
that.
be like, "Hey, it's late." And what I think that's code it's code for with Claude is your tokens are about to run out for the day, so you should
Oh,
wrap this down.
yeah. I'm up to the $100 a month plan now.
Me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I could like I was running 2 $20 a month plans and that backfired because then I had memory across
Oh,
2
yeah.
different
No, no, no,
accounts.
no, no.
Not a good idea. So then I combined them and now I'm kind of still paying that price where sometimes I'll be like, there was a conversation and he's like, I don't see it. And I'm like,
Yep.
look harder. He's like, no. All right. So
Kiss up, Claude. All right. Go USA
yeah.
soccer.
Okay.
We will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. And Dana Michelle, get on the email list. We send out emails twice a week with, tips and strategies, as well as you'll find out when the office hours is. So,
Yeah. Hooray!
all right. We'll talk to you later, guys.